Hello, 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 my friends. This is Rob Rosa, hopefully your favorite real estate broker. It's Sunday morning. Try not to talk too loud, but I am here at my open house behind me. When I first got here, I had 3 people waiting for me. So it got busy right from the start for a few minutes. And now, we're going to have a little bit of a lull before more people come. But I figured, let me get on a live video. Let me give you this tour of this beautiful raised ranch behind me. There's so many great things about this home, and it's priced accordingly. It's priced according to its location. It's priced according to its condition. It is pretty much ready for people to move right in. Hey, will some of you want to redo this and redo that and paint and that sort of thing? Of course. But for the most part, this home right behind me is ready for you to move right in. And it's such a quiet, relaxing location here in my hometown of East Hartford. So you East Hartford people, you know who you are. And you people who have some kind of weird, crazy bias about East Hartford, listen, I want to remind you one thing. We have a high school here in East Hartford that's in the top 100 of the whole country, SEBA. Now you might be like, well, that's not really East Hartford. Yeah, it is. It's right down the street. I'm in East Hartford. It's run by a lot of the same teachers and principals and vice principals that came from East Hartford and other schools. There are plenty of students from East Hartford that are in that school and also from other locations in other towns. But in fact, I know specifically of some staff people that went right from East Hartford High and went over that little bridge or walked along the parking lot and are now in SEBA. So just remember, right? This could be a great home for you. All right, my friends, so let's get ready. Let's do this tour. So right behind me, you are going to see this 2-car garage. And it has a double wide driveway. So if you're looking for a place where you need plenty of parking, well, guess what? You have it right here. All right, and as you can see, home's in great condition. Beautiful vinyl siding. No major problems. Would you want to maybe do a little bit of landscaping here and there? Of course you can, right? But for the most part, like I said, you're going to be able to just move right in. There you go, Ryan. Well, yeah, man, you're doing some of this landscaping work here, so you know the landscaping looks really good. Let's get it sold, right? All right? So, and that's why we're here today, because some of you know this home, right? And you are going to be able to be like, oh, yeah, I remember exactly who lived over there. So, with that in mind, let's do this tour of this home. So, as you walk in, right, you will see here, my friends, that you have a huge, huge foyer with a wonderful ceiling fan. Now, do you need that ceiling fan running on a day like today? Probably not, but guess what? You also have central air in this home, all right? Now, the home does have ceramic tile. The cabinets, a little bit older, but guess what? Wash them down with some Murphy's oil soap and put some lemon oil on them. They're absolutely beautiful. If you don't like the dark cabinets, you can paint them. If you want to put in new cabinets or countertops, you can definitely do that. But as you can see here, is you have a walk-in, eat-in kitchen, right? An eat-in kitchen. I know most kitchens are walk-in, so that's not a big deal, right? But this is an eat-in kitchen with a pantry, all right? So you have a pantry there, you got your refrigerator, you got your stove, you got your microwave. And one of the things that I love about it is that you can overlook the backyard, which is your in-ground pool. So when you're standing here at this sink, right, there's 2 things you can do. Either you can read this wonderful brochure that I put together, right? Well, homes.com technically put it together. But what does it say? Rob Rosa has invested and a homes.com boost to sell your home faster. So if you're thinking about selling, there's my little pitch on there, right? But you can stand at this sink and you can either read that wonderful brochure or you can daydream about going and sitting in your pool, okay? So you have an in-ground pool. Now, full transparency, what I have been told is that that pool probably needs a liner, or that pool does need a liner. And so that's why that pool is not open, okay? But as we walk in here through your dining room, you can see that there's an awning right there on the top, if you look at the top of your screen. All right, you got an awning there. You can look over onto this wonderful in-ground pool. In fact, you know what? Let's go out there. I know some of you like to really see me kind of wipe out, so who knows, maybe I'll wipe out here. Hey, Andrew, Ryan, Sue, thank you so much for watching. But as you can see here, you have an in-ground pool ready for you to put a new liner in and start swimming. And then you also have a rest of a yard here that you're able to come out here and relax, quiet, simple. Now here's the rear of the home. Again, you have that awning there, okay? And so we're gonna walk, hey, how's it going, right? We're going to walk back into the dining room here. Hey, Jason, my friend, thank you so much for watching. We're doing a tour of this home here in East Hartford, 396 Main Road. It's an absolutely beautiful home. Now, if you haven't noticed, you get plenty of natural sunlight, right? You have gleaming hardwood floors that are absolutely in beautiful condition. Yeah, Jason, I know you saw this video earlier, okay? It's open space living. So you do have that open to the foyer. You do have the open to the dining room. You do have that room, that doorway there open to the kitchen. And if you see here, I can look all the way down the entire house. All right, so one of the nice things that I really love about this home, and if you're liking it, right, and you want to share it with somebody, have them give me a call. You know that we work on referrals. Hey, Lynette, thank you so much for watching this. We work on referrals, my friends. So as I'm showing this home, you might be like, hey, Rob, guess what? I know Joe, I know Phil, I know Mary, I know Bob, that they want to look at this home. And I would love to be able to give them a private showing, right? But anyways, this is a brand new, I would say newer, hey Lynette, newer walk-in shower, right? Newer flooring, newer vanity, beautiful condition, right? Look at how gorgeous that sink is there. Newer toilet fixture, newer mirror, and there's me. Hello. How do you like my shirt, by the way? This is done specifically by a team member, Mary Beth Martinez, so you can give her a call, right? Or let me know, and she can help do t-shirts for you and your company as well, right? Or your organization. But right here is the main living level. Okay, so of course you have a little towel closet, that sort of thing. And then here is probably what you would want to have as your primary bedroom, right? Once again, hey Chester, thank you for watching, my friend. Once again, you're looking over, right? And you can see the beautiful in-ground pool, right? The room is very spacious. As you can see, you have beautiful gleaming hardwood floors, and there's plenty of room here. So if you were going to put a king-size bed, it will be no problem. You can put a bureau, you can put a dresser, right? You can put a couple coffee tables or nightstands, and you're pretty much all set. So here is your master, or I'm supposed to say primary bedroom suite here on 396 May Road, okay? On this main level, you actually have 3 bedrooms. So here is the second bedroom, and once again, plenty of room here. This overlooks the front, Okay, there's my car there so I can double check. Yup, everything's looking good. All right, and you can see here, there's the vent there for the central air. Very relaxing, very easy home to live in. So, you know, when it comes to this type of thing, it's pretty much your typical, hey Mike, how's it going there, sir? Getting ready for football season, I know it. Maybe we get down to a Dolphins game one of these days, man. But here we are at this raised ranch in East Hartford, 396 May Road. It's in great condition. Technically, I like to say it's move-in condition. All right, are there going to be some things that you're going to want to do? Probably. But you can definitely reach out to me and I can help you with that every step of the way. Now, if you were to come to my open house here, you're going to see that I have these wonderful flyers for you. And as a reminder, this home is over 2,000 square feet of living area, and it has 3 bedrooms and 1 full and 1 half bath. One other thing I'll also give to you, if you ever want to meet up and talk, I have a book here, one of my 3 books that I wrote, Selling Secrets You Can't Afford to Miss. And then I have this other book for you, The Complete Guide to Buying Your Home. And then lastly, before we go downstairs, because it is mostly finished, I want to show you once again, there's that brochure. And the reason why I show that to you is because this was actually sent to the seller, and I don't just put homes in the multiple listing service and wait, my friends. Right? I work it. I'm out here on the weekend in August doing open houses. I did an open house yesterday in Waterbury. Last week I was doing an open house in South Windsor. Okay, so I'm out here working this day by day to help you get a buyer for your home if you're looking to buy a home. So again, here's kind of the view from the front. Beautiful neighborhood, as you can see. Right? Very quiet, very relaxing, my friends. Now, let's go take a look at the lower level. All right? So, here's where we were. All right? Now we're going to go down. Now, on this lower level, we have a living space, right? That is carpeted. And it also has a wood stove. Now, look at how cool that wood stove is. You can take it out if you want to. You don't have to keep it there, right? Because you do have a fireplace behind it. So if you're not a wood stove person, you can take that out. But my friends, why don't you give it 90 days, right? Come talk to me in October, November, and you're going to be wishing you had one of these wood stoves, because do you know how well these wood stoves keep everything so nice and warm? And then right here we have a bar, right? And what I really love about this home as well is that you also, as you can see here, you have plenty of room here to make a family room, a great room, an office, whatever it is you might want to do. And you also have the walkout, right? So if you have friends and family over, you can have a picnic over here, or a cookout or barbecue, right? You can see here that the deck looks like it's in pretty good condition. I didn't see any problems with the joists or the support beams or the brackets. It looked pretty good to me, right? And you have your fenced in ground pool that does need a new liner as far as what I've been told, right? But that's here for you, available on this lower level. Now, also on this lower level, right, you have a huge 2-car garage. Okay, huge 2-car garage, and it's oversized. And as you can see, from what I noticed anyways, the garage doors are in great condition. I know that they work. I don't see any rust. I don't see any rotting. I don't see any dents. So everything looks pretty good on those. And then also, so as you park and you walk in the home, well, look at how nice you have a finished laundry room, right, with some cabinets there. Pretty nice, easy living. And then you also have a half a bath. So, and that has a new vanity, right? Nice mirror, newer toilet fixture. So you have this half a bath on the lower level, right? There's your in-ground pool right there. Hey, Nini, thank you so much for watching. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for watching. So you have your in-ground pool that does need a new liner. You have your half a bath here on the lower level, all right? And then here, once again, on the lower level, you have your wood stove with finished room. Okay, by the way, behind here is a boiler and a high efficiency hot water heater. So you can see here, this is natural gas, right? It's in great condition. There's no problems with this. In fact, most of it is pretty much new, or I would say newer. And then you have a new or newer hot water, high efficiency hot water system. So how cool is that? So if you're looking for a home for easy living that you can pretty much just move in and you want to do some things, you know, who knows, maybe you want to do some painting. Maybe you want to polish up the floors just a little bit more here or there. Maybe you want to put in some new lighting fixtures. Then that might be something that you want to do, but pretty much the home is ready for you, quick, simple, and easy. So my friends, that's the tour of the home. But what I'm gonna do is, because I do have a couple of new people who just joined us, is I wanna take this back outside. That's right, you heard me. You heard me, you East Hartford people. I wanna take this outside, right? And we're gonna start over. I'm gonna get my steps in today. All right, so we're over here on May Road, which is towards the Glastonbury line. It's a beautiful area, right down the street from the schools. Okay, right down the street from some churches, right down the street from Glastonbury line if you like to go there for dinner types of things. But it's simple, easy living. Now, if you need to reach out to me, hey John, hey Gene, thanks for watching. All you need to do, if you want to learn everything about this home, go to this website or call or text me, right? But you can definitely go to that website, ctrealestateselling.com, and look up 396 May Road. So once again, look up 396 May Road. Now we also have a few different mortgage programs available for this home, depending on what you and your credentials are all about. So you might be able to get a $25,000 no interest loan. Grant money, you might be able to get up to $10,000 depending on who you're going with and what some of your credentials are. So all that is available for you. Now, a couple of things I maybe overlooked that maybe you did not learn or see earlier is I did mention when we were in the home earlier, I did mention that you have central air. Okay? So of course, on a day like today, so beautiful, you want to have central air, you got it. But guess what? God forbid we have one of those hurricanes that we haven't gotten in a while. Well, guess what you have, my friend? You have a Generac. All right? Now, as you can see here, the central air, basically brand new. American standard. Look at how quiet and nice it's running for you. No problems, no issues. You have natural gas heating, right? Natural gas hot water. And then the natural gas backup, right, for your Generac. All right, natural gas right here. Now, we're going towards the back of the home. All right. Once again, you can see there's a nice deck there. Relaxing, easy living, overlooking, right, your in-ground pool. And then below that deck, you can see the walkout for the basement. All right. So look at how beautiful the land is here. So great for a cookout, right? No problems. Move right in, right? And you don't have to worry about neighbors behind you. Okay, once in a while, there's gonna be some parking back there, but that's a church, and you can see even on a day like today, look at how quiet it is. Look at all this land back here. It's not your land, my friends, but guess what? I highly doubt they're gonna be building anything back here, right? So if you like the privacy and you don't want someone right in your backyard bothering you, well, there you go. You're pretty much all set. All right, and as we get closer back to the home again, I want to give you the little tour of the outside here. But there is your in-ground pool. Now, what we know about this pool, what I've been told, is that it does need a new liner. So that's why the home is priced accordingly. Okay, it's over 2,000 square feet of heated living area. Okay, over 2,000 square feet. It's all natural gas. It's 3 bedrooms. It's 1.5 baths. There's central air. There's a wood stove. You have a Generac, and it's listed for $363,000. That's $363,000. Now, some of you might be like, wow, $363,000, but it needs a new vinyl liner, right? Okay. Well, I just told you it's over 2,000 square feet of heated area. And we know that homes in East Hartford, and I can show you any report from probably the last year, that homes are selling for at least $200 per square foot. So when we talk about a value, right, when we talk about, well, what homes are worth and why is this being listed for $363,000 when it needs a new vinyl liner for the in-ground pool, well, you have plenty of room to make up for that vinyl liner. Now, I can't give you an exact number. I've Googled a few things. I've talked to a couple of people. If you know someone, you can probably get it done for $4,000 or $5,000. If you don't know someone, maybe it's going to cost you $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. But that's all we're really talking about for this vinyl liner for that in-ground pool. All right. So once again, this house is ready to move right in. So that, my friends, was the tour of this home at 396 May Road. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. God bless you. And this is Rob Rosa, hopefully your favorite real estate broker, signing out. We'll talk to you later. Bye.